Check this out.
Still the grid there. Now let's look at it here. You can see it here more clearly. I've overlaid some lines so you can see the grid. You can see that the darker red dots all line up and follow this grid pattern. Okay. You will notice that it is not just, well, let me show you something here. If we come over to Hawaii, take a look at that earthquake up there to the northwest. The one right here. That's an interesting earthquake way over there. Take a look at these earthquakes over here near these other volcanoes. Those are very interesting too. But we're going to focus down here and at the Helena slump, which is right there. This is the Helena slump. Here's the caldera. This is, as of right now, you can see that the pattern is still there. It's been holding for at least 4 days. When I first found it 4 days ago, I suspect it's longer than that. But you can see the pattern is still there. Okay? Now, you have to ask yourself, why is that pattern there? And we're going to get into that. But first, I want to show you something. If I click on this, and I zoom this on in, there is the Hallelujah, or however you say it, the crater, the one that you're normally looking at when you think about the volcano in Hawaii, that normally you can see the lava up at the top, and everything around it is solid ground. But we could see this. Well, the magma dropped, went out of sight, and then all this area around it started caving in. And this entire area here, which is 2.5 miles across, that's 2.5 miles wide. Excuse me, that entire area has now caved in, okay? The whole Kilauea summit here has caved in. And why is it caving in? Even this parking lot that you see right here, half of it has caved and slipped into this area. So this crater itself, which is the new mouth of the volcano, has caved in, even bigger than what it is now, or in this photo. It's expanding. Now, realize that this grid that I'm showing you is not focused on, whatever the manipulation is not focused on this 2.5 mile wide crater. It's focused on this bigger crater. Let me show it to you. There, you can see it now clearly. See that big circle? That's actually the mouth of the volcano, the throat, okay, of Kilauea. So, as you can see, the grid is focusing on the entire mouth, which is about 8 miles in some areas across, 9 miles in other ways, 8-9 mile wide volcano throat. And they are obviously manipulating this volcano by using some kind of weapon to cause earthquakes to happen in the exact spots that they want them. This pattern. How else can you explain it? You can't. So, you have to look at it, are they just playing a game and just placing the earthquakes at these points for some kind of silly reason? It can't be that simple. It's definitely more diabolical. And it tells me that they are messing with the entire volcano, that they are manipulating it for a reason, that they have a plan for this volcano. And I still, if you've seen some of my previous videos, I talked about the Helena slump, which is over here. Basically, if we look at, we'll go to this version here. We all know that the magma and the lava runs all the way down to the end down there. All the way over here, right? Sorry about the scratchy sound. This slump, I mean, if they're able to cause earthquakes over here in a pattern that they want, I'm sure that they can cause earthquakes here on the slump. The concentration of earthquakes, when I switch this filter and go to the last 7 days, it'll just include 3 magnitude and above, and you can see that you still got a good number of earthquakes. The yellow ones are earthquakes as well, yellow and the red. So you got a good number of earthquakes, and they focus on this entire area across the coast. In history, as you can see, this is a huge cliff right there. The cliff goes straight down, like 13,000 feet straight down. Almost exactly straight down. You see, this mountain is 13,000 feet tall. Only about 3,000 feet of it is above the water level. So you got about 10,000 feet straight down off the side of this Kilauea mountain, this Hawaii mountain, okay? And the sea floor is right there. It isn't like a normal mountain that you're normally used to seeing. It is a big, huge plateau right up here that goes up ground as well towards the volcanoes. This whole area, from about here in the center of the screen over to about here at the end of where you see those last earthquakes at, is on a big overhang ledge. And I highly suspect, this is just a suspicion, but I am highly suspicious that the reason for this manipulation is not for fun. Okay? It is for a reason that has to do with bringing this Helena slump into the ocean and sending a mega tsunami, according to Berkeley University in California, that would be 1,000 foot high and hundreds of feet high when it come into North America. You see, this all ties to things much deeper and diabolical. This ties to the fact that they want the western United States evacuated. They don't want anyone living in the western United States using energy weapons from drones. Look up the videos, they're there, the proof is there. To burn down entire neighborhoods, to burn down forests, particularly the neighborhoods is what they were after. They want to drive people out of California, out of New Mexico, out of Nevada, out of Colorado. All those places are under attack. And I unfortunately think that this is going to be a weapon they're going to use. And what they're going to do is when this caldera gets ugly enough looking, which the entire thing has caved in at this point for this second level crater. The third level crater has not caved in yet, but the second level crater has. And when it looks ugly enough, what they're going to do is they're going to drop a rod of God. Look it up, it exists. A rod of God down the throat of this volcano. And when it goes down the throat of this volcano, you are going to get an explosion on a level that I don't think humans have ever seen before on this planet. And it is going to blow the head off of this mountain. And another thing it's going to do is send the Helena slump slamming into the ocean down to the depths of 10,000 feet, causing a tsunami at 1,000 feet, 300 meters, according to Berkeley University, based on their models. And it's going to send a tidal wave, a mega tsunami, out across the Pacific in all directions. And it's going to kill, murder because it is premeditated, murder because it is a conspiracy. It is not I guess it is a theory at this point, but we have evidence that they are doing something, that they are messing with the volcano. We know that the elites of the world have a plan stated by the UN, the United Nations, via the Sustainable Development of 2024, to get the western third of the United States completely evacuated.
Hey guys, Demon Hunter here. Hope all is well. I just wanted to let you guys know there's a large-scale exercise, military naval exercise, taking place in Honolulu, June 27th through the August 2nd. It's the world's largest international naval exercise. Rim of the Pacific, RIMPAC, will be hosting 26 nations, 47 surface ships, 5 submarines, 18 national land forces, and more than 200 aircraft and 25,000 personnel for maneuvers, the U.S. Navy has announced. The exercise is scheduled to take place between June 27th and August 22nd, or August 2nd, in and around the Hawaiian Islands and Southern California. This year's exercise includes forces from Australia, Brazil, Brunei, I guess it is, Canada, sorry if I butchered that, Chile, Colombia, France, Germany, India, Indonesia, Israel, Japan, Malaysia, Mexico, Netherlands, New Zealand, Peru, the Republic of Korea, the Republic of Philippines, Singapore, Sri Lanka, Thailand, Tonga, and the United Kingdom, the United States, and Vietnam. This is the first time Brazil, Israel, Sri Lanka, and Vietnam are participating in RIMPAC. Brazil was expected to join RIMPAC in 2016, but canceled shortly before the exercise started, citing unforeseen scheduling commitments. Additional first include New Zealand serving as a Sea Combat Commander and Chile serving as a Combined Forces Maritime Component Commander. The theme of RIMPAC 2018 is capable, adaptive partners. Participating nations and forces are taking part in activities ranging from disaster relief and maritime security operations to sea control and complex warfighting. The training program includes amphibious operations, gunnery missiles, anti-submarine, and air defense exercises, as well as counter piracy operations, mine clearance operations, explosive ordnance disposal, and diving and salvage operations. So just to give you guys a heads up, obviously we know with false flags there's always a coinciding drill taking place, and the fact that it states disaster relief with all that's going on in Hawaii, who knows, but just want to give you guys a heads up, and you guys have a mighty blessed remainder of the week and upcoming weekend, and we'll talk to you real soon. All right, thanks for tuning in. Take care. May God bless you.